Hello, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying yourself. You're loving on yourself. Hope you're relaxing or shit. Do whatever you do in the background, in the foreground, whatever. But if you chose this, you chose bring love into the situation, which is new moon in Aquarius energy. Um, Pulled up from Western astrology, but no matter where you are, of course, this can resonate for you if you selected it. Okay? So I was channeling some messages beforehand. Beforehand, I literally everything shifted. The energy shifted, everything. It was completely different energy than Capricorn energy. Or if there was an end for them and for them to not give up in that aspect. For you, I feel like it was starting energy, cleansing energy. I was literally just writing down getting rid of energy, and beforehand I cleaned with both of my things. Still at the incense, I did extra stuff, I did extra cleansing. Open the window, I was like, okay, set it up extra, let me just leave that cracked even longer, and then just things were just falling. The sage, just pieces of it just kept falling. It was like it didn't want to stay together. It was like burning in different spots, and I'm just like, okay. One was by the window, and then one was in the bathroom. So it's just in a sense of, it feels like you're trying to clean up certain energies, maybe in concentrated areas, get new air coming in, and that alleviation of pouring that out, and figuring out how to do that without getting rid of the love or bringing in the love. Also was writing down cleansing period, you're just in a sense of a cleansing period, a cleansing moment of just really rehydrating yourself. Essentially, you're taking your time. If you look at the Aquarius sign, it is, the vessel, the water barrier. And it's almost like you're creating an entire new vessel, an entire new water barrier. You're not just going to clean it out this time, dump out the water or whatever you have in there. You're like, I'm actually just going to create something new. You are the sign of innovation, of new things, of weird thinking, but still being very humanitarian, being out there, wanting to give, wanting to spread love, wanting to help others and be supportive in a weird way, however that feels and means to you. So bringing love, and you're in a cleansing period, it's almost like you're creating a new vessel. You're creating a new water barrier, something new, right? Whether it be more bejeweled this time, whether it be, more structured or sound. And in a sense of whatever situation that you're thinking about, it's in a sense of, I'm creating something new and I'm leaving out the old. You're literally cleansing, burning things, aerating it out, and releasing it so that way you can bring love in. Because right now there's so much. It could be anger, it could be disappointment, it could be bitterness, it could be hopelessness, it could be just a lot of energy. Just go ahead and pull it out. Thank you, Spirit. Going on in your mind, and they really want you to be in a cleansing period, whether that be your universe, the guides, whomever, so what you believe in and put your power into, or so. It's a sense of recognizing, I can't do what I've always done. Really stepping into this odd energy of yourself, this weird energy, no longer rejecting the way that you think or feel about things, because it's not the norm, it's not the center. And whether you're an Aquarius or not, it's pulling into who you are, in a sense of being like, okay, I'm truly starting over, I'm doing something different, I'm shaking things up. Shake it up. But you're the way that you speak and do things, right? If you look about and think about something, I think about, there's so many tarot readers out there, whether I watch them or not, whether they do it with oracle cards or just straight tarot cards, whether they do it with the plane, whatever it is. I just name so many different ways to do it, and they still are their own selves, right? They still give a message differently. Somebody can come to somebody and ask the same question, right? To 5 different people, get a different answer, or maybe get some similarities. But it's in a sense of the way that they're going to deliver to you, how they're going to channel the message, whatever it is going to be completely different. I feel like that's what you're enveloping and developing with yourself, is recognizing I'm going to have to start doing things differently in order for love to actually come in. Because I'm getting rid of things at this moment in time. We got first, I wrote down first leap of faith. And in a sense of like truly, in a sense, right after that, I wrote how to surrender. It's almost like the first leap of faith of creating something new. And not saying you haven't started over or you haven't picked yourself up, but it's almost in a sense of the way that you're thinking and or feeling about stuff. Like I said, you're creating a new vessel. You're like, okay, if I truly want to develop in this situation, I'm writing things down. I'm speaking to myself, thinking about myself differently. And that is allowing me to clear out my old negative thoughts, clear out my old negative actions and habits, allow me to clear out this space and this energy, maybe getting more into the spiritual crowd, maybe getting spiritual ways, maybe getting more into, your playful side, getting more into your, like, let me get more, whatever it is, it's allowing you to clear out what has been working. It's literally saging, clearing out your energy. And why that just be continuously with words and just speaking that over yourself and allowing that to come in, especially at the first of the month. Just cleansing house, just allowing yourself to start anew continuously. It doesn't always have to be a new year. It doesn't even have to be the start of the goddamn week, but they just want you to get into the sense of your first leap of faith is how to truly surrender, to recognizing that things have to shift and change in a way that possibly hasn't been done before. That you're like, I've always done it this way. I've always set it up this way. I've always said things this way. I've always, and you're tired of that sense and you want to bring something new into it. I also wrote down what is love? What does it look like? Because I was getting this feeling of sense of, if I stop doing this, like I said, you also are on the humanitarian side, not just being an innovative genius, a trendsetter, things of that sort. Whether, like I said, you got Aquarius or not, it's pulling into that energy, right? It's a sense of recognizing, like, I want to give back. I want to help people. I want to be there for people. I don't want people to feel the way that I felt. I don't want people to feel any type of way around me. I want them to be comfortable. I want them to feel like they can be their truly exuberant selves, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it is. And being able to accept and work with that. But it's a sense if you feel like if you start clearing out things or the way that you used to do things or say things or whatever it is, that it's going to take the love out of the situation, the help out of the situation, the support out of the situation. And it's a sense of recognizing, you just need to recognize that love is not one way. You know what I mean? In a sense, say somebody, pissed you off, you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and, just brush it off. Let it go. We say what we said, it's done, it's done. We'll do this. You let them know not to do this again, but then they do it again. You still care about this person, you still love this person, but now you're recognizing, I won't do this or say this around this person, or I won't have to do or be around this person. I still love them, still care about them, but I have to recognize that I have to love myself as well. I have to care about myself to recognize that we already had a situation where somebody pissed me off. I told them why it pissed me off and how to, kind of like how that affects me. They said that they would do it, but then it's just like they fell right back into something. And it's just like, I need to allow myself to not have bitterness, not have irritation, not have resentment. And not saying completely alienating yourself. You can give somebody as many chances as you feel like your love is presented and grace and patience is allowed, right? Especially depending on what the situation is. Never going to tell you completely what to do, but just a good guiding path, okay? But anyway, it's a sense of recognizing that you are like, okay, I'll give them one more chance. Like, okay, hey, like, remember we talked about this, like, I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't do that. Don't talk to me like that. Whatever it is, whatever the situation they're thinking about. And then it happens again. It's just like, okay, I have to remove myself. I have to change the way that I act with you. I have to change, and not in the way that I act with you in a sense of even if I interact with you, right? And I feel like if you take yourself away from situations, if you take away your help, your extra care, extra kindness, right? And there's a reason I'm saying extra, because you're going above and beyond in some senses that it's kind of sometimes lacking what you give and provide to yourself, such as grace, such as that patience, such as that understanding, such as those second chances. Like, hey, you know what? You tried. We just talked about it. We're still working on it. You got this. No, you got this. Let's get back into it, because you know what? One thing I'm not going to do is deny or doubt myself or make myself feel bad for something that we're continuously working on. I'm working on it. We're working. Let's go ahead and get it. You know what? And that's a sense of also bringing love into that situation. And that allows you that when you have the capability, the time to give that to other people, it is more potent. It is more powerful. It is more, I'm hearing more necessary. It is actually needed. And it doesn't feel draining to you. It doesn't feel like you're constantly pouring out, but you're actually able to balance and shift and work with that water that is inside of you, right? And taking that in. So what does love look like? And I got Lauryn Hill, because if I immediately heard those kids and the teacher was asking them, like, what does love look like? Have you guys ever been in love? You know, things of that sort. And it's kind of feeling like that for you. And not just in the sense of like romantic, which the Libra is about beauty and harmonious ship, is what I'm immediately getting, is that Libra energy. I don't know what I said. But in Libra energy, immediately with this beauty and harmonious ship and this balance, when I'm immediately hearing and seeing that with that, it's like you're in a relationship with other people, and I'm hearing you haven't quite fully started one with yourself. And it doesn't take away again from who you are. And even if you're bringing up grievances, it doesn't take away from when you have given grace, right? When you say no, it doesn't never take away from when you said yes or will say yes. When you do these things, it doesn't take away from who you are, your characteristics, it adds to it. It advances it. So what is love to you? What is that feeling? What is that emotion? What does that look like? It's an action, it's a verb. And what does it look like when you're actually receiving it and when you're giving it? Not feeling like it's an obligation, not, it's just that actual balance of the scales of that energy, and bringing love into the situation allows you to see and feel that and recognize, like, hey, okay, it's here, it's present. And it's so crazy because Venus is one of those things that you can always see during the day, and I feel like they want you to start stepping into your light of love, start being openly devoted to the love for yourself, cherishing yourself more, being kind to yourself more, understanding yourself more. And if you don't understand yourself, getting to understand yourself. But that, not but, thank you. And that, thank you. Also, and that also allows you to recognize, again, when you're able to show up in relationships presently as yourself. And again, not feeling like it's an obligation, not feeling like it's work, not feeling like it's stress, but cleansing yourself is going to be able to help you. That cleansing just kept getting up, getting rid of the energy, cleansing, getting rid of what you know you won't use or haven't used, clearing it out. It's almost like you're moving. I'm hearing clean everything out like you're moving. Like you got to pack stuff up, and you really got to take a close look at what you need and what you don't need. What you are going to take with you and what you're going to leave with you, especially with this being new moon in Aquarius energy, just working in that void, in that sense of just that odd, out there behavior. Why not just do it, to see what happens, to see what goes on, and just coming from that sense. And this also being 11th house energy, that duplicate, that mirroring energy, that side-by-side alignment energy. It's truly being one and walking with self, right? It's like the thing where you see like the one set of footprints, that's you, but you're carrying yourself this entire way. And they want you to walk with yourself. Start that true partnership and pattern with yourself, and recognizing what helps and molds and caters and cares to you. Also wrote down one of Lauryn Hill's songs, just a verse. It could all be so simple, yet you rather make it hard. And I feel like with you taking a step back, that is the hard part. Is you taking away, okay, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to set that up today. And it's just a sense of recognizing if I'm clearing things out, I have to truly clear everything out. Like I said, imagine you're going on a really big move. Not a trip, because a trip, you know, you just think, you know, a really big move. Shit has to really shift and change. You cannot take all this with you. Right? Because you're like recognizing, what have I not worn in a while? What have I not used in a while? What have I not said in a while? What have I not done in a while? And that's like with everything, right? So taking that in, and this is just clearing it out. I also got fighting your own new energy, just fighting it. Like I said, it's like they want you to walk with yourself, not feel like you're carrying yourself, like you are some type of burden to yourself. You're restricted with what you have or what's been done or what you look like, how you feel, whatever it is. You're finding your own new energy, and it's cultivated from your own mindset and thought. I want you to be as free as this, right? And taking that in and recognizing that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's go ahead and read for you. That was just the channel messages. We got in there, though. We got in there, baby. It says Aquarius is all about progress and modernity, so it's a time to move forward. It means no looking back, change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on both whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. It comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic, right? It says it's time to be of the essence. So Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there's a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible, right? Like I said, this is a time to truly walk and be with self. To recognize I need to start taking a step out on my own. What am I carrying around and with me? And not saying again you're going to lose these connections or these situations or this situation or these people or whatever it is. It's a sense of recognizing I have to start focusing on me, because my reliability on others has been biting me in the ass. My hope in seeing myself in others has not been helping me. They're not me. Hoping and relying that things will change based off of other people's actions, it's like almost like you're just shifting. You're like, really, I want to be there for other people, but other people are not as there for me as I need them to be. And I'm tired, and I have to clear out what is not working. I have to clear out my yeses. I have to clear out my maybes. Not even saying maybe. I might be just no. If you don't know, just also saying you don't know. Giving yourself that time so that way you don't feel like why did I say that? Why did I do that? I shouldn't have. They don't want your love to come with this held of bitterness and resentment or fear or doubt or like this. It's funny because I'm going to do this reading, but this pained energy of feeling like in spite of everything that you do and have done, nothing is coming back to you. And they want you to start doing that for and with yourself. Instead of stopping and seeing and checking on everything for everybody else, you're stopping and checking and seeing on everything for yourself. And that allows you, again, to, when your house is clean, whether it be, of course, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, all of it, it allows you to presently be there as well for people and show up in a way that is loving. As you're able to give that to yourself, you're able to cater and care for yourself. And allows you again to not feel like such a burden energy. The attunement with the moon, and then I'll turn it to an affirmation, is explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Right? And it's almost like, what is this energy that you are around? Clear it out like you making a really big move, a really big shift, a really big change in your life. It's not what you know. Sometimes it's who you know. They always got a show where it's like, oh, they only got the job because their dad is so-and-so, because their mom is so, because their aunt. It's not what you know. It's who you know sometimes. Like, oh, then give it to your cousin. They really need it, It's like, okay, all right, we'll give them a shot. And they might be really good at the job. I'm not saying that they're not, But sometimes skill comes in the back front of who you are. And they want you to really start blossoming in who you are. I started burning. What the fuck? Honestly, it's like started burning. My goodness. Something going on with your eyes. I know I drink when I said my eyes burning. Mind your business. When something's going on with your eyes, it's like you don't want to truly see what's there, or you're trying to deny or make what's lesser there, so that way you can continuously give or continuously be present or continuously coax at the situation or just settle for the situation instead of seeing it for what it is and now making actions based off of what you truly see. And it's like burning your eyes. Have you ever been to the eye doctor, the optometrist, and they like put the stuff in your eyes afterwards and it burns? You just like, oh shit. And you got to wear the glasses. It's almost like that. It's clearing it out for the preparation of the new. And they want you to stop ignoring that. It could be actually physically, go check on your eyes. I need to go get some glasses myself. But it's a sense of recognizing like it's something that it's like you got on, what is it called? The rose colored glasses. I'm hearing like your glasses are just kind of fogged up, like smudged, and you just need to wipe them. They're not even a different color. It's like you, again, are trying to see yourself a lot in other people. They want you to see yourself that you're trying to see in other people in yourself. It's a mind fuck, but yeah. um, so the affirmation would be, I explore the idea that it's not what I know, but whom I know. Right? Because it's a sense of recognizing what is love, what does it look like? How am I willing to surrender to that shift, to that change? The additional meanings are you need to be more detached from the situation. When I say you need to, if you need to leave, leave. Okay? Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. And you need to take yourself out of the box. Because right now you're in the box. You need to take yourself out of the box. And so once you take yourself out of the box, you can recognize how to break down the box. I don't know why I'm doing this accent, but it won't go away. Hopefully it's going by the name. More pragmatism. Pragmatism? What is going on? What's changed? Sometimes you ever just hop into an accent. If you do it, let me know. I know there are people out there that do it because I know people that do it. But if you also do it, let me know. But it was like it wouldn't let me say that without saying it in the accent. So maybe it's thinking outside of even your own region with respect to other people's culture, your own, like really like your own mindset of what you have been limited to. Don't just go dibbling dabbling, but instead of sense of exploring those new ideas and hearing different voices, hearing different people, maybe being around the same people, the same ideas. It's like great minds do think alike, but greater minds think alike and come together. Greater minds think differently and come together. And I feel like that's what they want to do. I'm also picking up Gemini energy, like this twin energy, even though twins can be similar, they're very different, but it's almost this mirroring energy. They really want you to just take that good, strong, healthy look at yourself. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. And that is, again, going outside. It ain't got to be, just, what, I decided to do this. It ain't even got to be funds. It can just be giving your time, your energy, teaching something, giving out some information, passing out whatever it is, allowing that to happen. It doesn't, people are like, I ain't got no money to give. Charity, sometimes just showing up and helping is having a body there, having another voice there, broadcasting this information. I'll shout you out, and then doing that is a lot more charitable than not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So don't, again, limit yourself to what it feels or looks like or what it should be. Allow yourself to be like, I love to do this. I would love to do this. I can't get right now, but I can, post it on my page. I can send a text to a few people. Shoot, I can write up an email. And I always wanted to do a newsletter. I wonder if they need somebody to set that up. It's things of that sort of you allowing yourself to pull still into giving that love while allowing yourself to recognize that I am love. I don't need to seek it out. I am it. I have it inside of me. Like, if I continuously go outward of myself, I'm going to start trying to see myself in everybody. And when they do something I feel like that isn't right to me or that they shouldn't have done, it disrupts me. And it's just like, I wouldn't have done that. No, you wouldn't have. But they're also not you. So taking people on for people as well, okay? Yes, the sign of innovation, modern advances in technology and humanity. It says this energy is a little brittle, is individual, scientific, even relatively emotionally detached. Okay? This is air energy. This is communication coming in. This is fresh breath of life coming in. You are aware of water, well, not water barrier, but baby, you got to aerate that. It's like you're creating something in there that is very powerful. I pulled out a few decks to just see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. I pulled out Spirit. My love and zodiac deck, because as soon as I seen the what is love, what does it feel like, what does it look like, it was like, and then I kept pulling up different signs, while we were doing this reading together, pulling up energy. Obviously it was just like the Gemini, the Libra, the Aquarius, so it's a lot of air energy. It's a lot of air energy happening, a lot of communication, a lot of love, a lot of invention. It's like they really want you to see yourself from a higher perspective, almost like ego energy. They want you to see yourself in a different realm. Like right now you got yourself so low in a sense that you're not recognizing how it can be powerfully different for you to see yourself in a different way, in a different manner. And despite the decisions you made, just accepting them and recognizing, okay, these are decisions I made, but not that I'm going to continuously make. So why fault myself for what has been done and what won't continuously be done? Where I'm moving and progressing. And if this is feeling like an outside force and outside energy, it's a sense of I can really only control myself right now. Like, that's crazy. I can only start doing shit for me. Like, I can actually truly detach from the situation, from this person, and just really truly start doing and thinking and being for me. And that allows you again to, when you're ready to operate and spread and share your love, it's like, I'm going to be doing it in a way that isn't just because I feel like I'm around it, because I feel like I'm obligated. This is my job, like an actual career. This is my actual job. Like, it's like, no, I truly want to do this, right? Love is a verb. You're recognizing love is a verb. Love is an action. I'm hearing that song by, I believe, I'm going to just look it up because I do not want to get it wrong. I believe it's Joey Bada, but they got, love is only a feeling. Excuse me, well, we're just going to look it up. Love is only a feeling. And I feel like that's how, yes, it is. But Joey Bada. But that's kind of how you guys been feeling, just a tinge. What the fuck? What the hell is going on? We're just gonna read that alone. But I'll put that in the comments as well. Love is only a feeling, as well as the Lauryn Hill songs as well, just to see, because sometimes music helps you resonate in a sense of something that is different than what you feel like you could have or would have experienced. And just drawing and taking that in. But you guys feel like love is only been a feeling. Like, there is no action when it comes to love. People say a lot of things. People want to act like they'll do a lot of things, but when it comes to it, they act. I shuffled it, still came out. We got Uranus, right? And it's the sense of recognizing and taking that in and going, okay. Actually, I got a better book to check. Because I sometimes be forgetting what signs I ruled under, but now that I got this, I can just check. Ashe. I don't need to question, and I can just give a little bit of clarity. You feel me? You feel me? You got me. You got me. Okay. Thank you. Where are you at? Where are you at? Okay, I wanted to confirm because I thought so, but then I'm not gonna lie, I almost said Pisces. So it's always good to double check. Okay, sometimes it's good to double check, and I feel like that's also a sign too. It's okay to double check your work. It's okay to not necessarily backtrack, but again, reflect on things that you need to clear out. What has and hasn't been working, what do and don't I need? What can I say? What is going forward in this action? So for this card to pull out in the Aquarius reading, is just pulling on that energy even further. And let's go ahead and take a look at Uranus and see how it works with the sign of the Aquarius. It says scientific invention. Got some scientists in here? No, I was kidding. But a scientific invention, but it just allows you that sense. It says, where have you felt misaligned? Uranus teaches you to embrace unpredictability and change. It is the planet of shock, surprises, and genius. Okay, it shocks people into higher states of consciousness through extraordinary events. Okay, and you know what's so crazy is I said they want you to elevate. In the Roman mythology, Uranus was the sky. So they really want you to think of a higher elevation of self, of perceiving and seeing yourself in a way that is always for your highest good, your highest mindset. Like situations are going to happen. That is life. You were literally ruled by the planet of that. We just found out together, we learning together. Look, just that understanding, but allowing that to happen. And that's why a lot of things have been called theories. If we're pulling on the scientific energy of this as well, is that's why it's called the Big Bang Theory. There's no way to truly prove it unless you're able to test it, and there's no way to test the creation of the earth while we're already on the earth. So it's things of that sort where it's a theory of we have these certain things. It actually has to take a certain point until it actually is even a theory. If we're going to even take it there, where it has to have lots of information, studies as much as they can, and gathering processes and data for it to even be considered a theory of how that happened, how it was structured, and how it was made. So that's why it gets to that point, right? It's the sense of that knowledge of we're taking and collecting information, data, figuring this out, going over here, grabbing a different book, even though we're reading this deck. It's allowing yourself to pull everything together that you truly do need and discard what you don't. Alleviate what you don't. Gemini energy. What did I say? I felt very strong Gemini energy. You know, it looks almost like the sign 11, which is your house, right? But that's their sign. It's given that reflective energy, that looking at self in such a way. It even looks like they're floating. Like they're floating in the air. And I love that. What it says, sense of looking at yourself from a higher state. And give it time, yes. Give it time. It's so crazy because even on this cover, it almost looks like they got, it's a rose. Give it time. Give it a moment to truly blossom. It's going to take some time to change your pattern of how you think about yourself, feel about yourself, accepting your past, accepting your thoughts, removing yourself from situations and going through how that makes you feel. It's going to take time, but give yourself that time. Truly give yourself that time. You know what I mean? Like it's only day 2. It's only day 3. Give yourself that time. Just because you state something doesn't mean it automatically be. It takes those moments, but it becomes extraordinary and it can be unexpected. They even got be spontaneous. Like I said, sometimes just doing shit to do shit because you want to do it. I just went quiet with that. Just doing things that make you feel good. Not waiting on, well, they didn't want to go, so I guess I won't do it. I guess I wanted you to, it's just like being spontaneous with yourself allows happiness, growth, abundance to come in. We got me open and express your needs. Open up, and express your needs. You have to be real with yourself. It's a lot of red and roses around here. So really you're in a blooming state right now. You're in a growing state. Like I said, you're at the start of something. And you're at the start of the reflection on yourself. Of being open to yourself. Allowing yourself to alleviate the box. The padlock and key. Allowing yourself to take that in. Ooh. We got mutual feelings, but we also got pillow talk and Aquarius coming out. This came out you showed up 3 times now. The Aquarius energy has showed up 3 times now. And it really wants you, like, this is that power, mirror of self. They really want you to recognize the power of being within your own company. And I feel like with this pillow talk and mutual feelings, I feel like once you start doing that with yourself, it's going to sound crazy. And then the Maca says your heart will choose. It's going to sound crazy, but once you start sweet talking yourself, sweet talking your life, acting out in a way that is progressing and like, no, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to set this up. This is what I said I was going to do. I didn't do it yesterday, but I can do it today. I don't need to wait for the start of something, the start of the week, the start of the month, the start of the year. I'm just going to start it. I didn't do it yesterday. I'm going to do it today because I'm dedicated to myself. If I'm showing up for myself every day, it doesn't need to be a restart of a certain moment. I'm giving myself the time to recognize I didn't do it, but I'm going to continuously watch the soil, see it grow, expand. And like I said, it's innovation. It's unexpected. It's powerful. And it's at the root of that for you. So I feel like with these mutual feelings and it coming right out of the Gemini, be spontaneous mutual feelings, is that energy. I feel like once again you start doing that, it's going to bring in that energy for you too, of the outside. Because people see the way that you treat yourself. And not saying that there won't be people out there like, I kind of want some of that. And they don't really be about that. But you're going to be able to recognize, if you cannot even be close to loving me the way that I love and care about myself, I really don't want you around. And while I'm learning to care and love and be open with myself, loving on myself, taking time and care for and with myself, I'm gonna need that moment. I'm gonna need that moment. And I feel like that's what's happening, especially with expressing your needs. Not the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, how it could. I'm doing this. This is what I need to happen. And again, it's not what you know, it could be who you know. So the more that, again, Gemini is about that social energy as well, that partnership energy as well. So the more that you become your own partner in your life, you allow that sense of stability to happen in. Even if we look at the give it time, it almost looks like the 1-1. So they really want you to recognize you have to be in alignment with self first. What does RuPaul say? You gotta love yourself, because how the hell you gonna love somebody else? You don't know yourself, whatever she say, okay? It's that sense of recognizing if you want others to have mutual feelings for you, you got to start having mutual feelings for yourself. Giving yourself grace, giving yourself time, giving yourself that understanding, giving yourself that different perspective of why you may have did or did that, or why not. Giving yourself that time and that understanding. Giving yourself like those second and third chances. You are the longest relationship you're going to have. The longest thing you're going to do. The longest scientific research that you're going to do is with yourself. Always discovering. Always understanding. We got bad timing. Yeah, because you have to give it time. You really have to give it time. So whatever you're trying to rush, whatever you're trying to do, especially with the Jupiter being on the back and it's about that expansion, right? That's Sag energy. And I believe Pisces energy, if I'm remembering correctly. It's about that expansion, that growth, that different mindset. And right now, they really want you to be so elevated, to have that true growth. And right now, with you getting more without clearing out this energy, separating yourself from this energy, cleansing self, cleansing the environment, getting rid of what is and isn't working, whether it be mindsets, actual physical things, people, whatever it is, they want you to recognize we don't want bullshit around it. And we don't want you to second guess it. We want you to be able to express your needs and recognize there is literally express your needs, big ass gap, no card in between than bad timing. And bad timing is right around the mutual feelings and pillow talk in Jupiter. So again, it's going to take that time. It's going to take that time. If you're trying to rush it, trying to set it up, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's going to lead to some self-sabotage. And it rained today. And it rained today, and they got a rose. Like I said, it's a lot of roses. Look up the spiritual meaning of roses. And that's right where that gap is, but off to the side. Express your needs, then over self-sabotage, then over bad time in Jupiter. They want you to be able to take a walk with yourself and recognize that love is not just a feeling that you are omitting out, that you can't receive, that you can get, whether that be friends, family, lovers, career, environment, community, whatever, so forth, and have and be you. It's a sense of realizing they want you to choose yourself first. That is going to bring in a lot more people. It's because, like I said, it's when you start doing things that you weren't expecting to pop off or go well for you. It's a recognition of I was just doing it to do it. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to, and you start just doing what you always wanted to do. Air energy. Like I said, you're tapping into this strong air energy, being a little bit more logical, opening up that space for that new, that creation, that freshness of it all, and taking it in. So you're recognizing on a deeper aspect, on a deeper realm, this card really comes out Mars energy, your focus, your drive, your passion. And it's so funny because I almost said sex, but the Mars affirmation in this book is about sex. Using that as a release, an orgasm release, not saying that you actually have to have it, but just getting that release, getting that sense, but also following your drive, your purpose, your passion, your sense of self is what's going to lead you to that. Thinking outside the box, thinking innovatively, differently. Okay, it's popping over there. My cards are thinking differently, innovatively is what's going to truly lead you to be surrounded not just within yourself and of yourself, right? But around and surrounded with other people that are going to help you. Oh, I got you. I can do that. I can set that up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I got you. And you're like, oh, shit. Okay, that was usually me. Like, do you need that? I was saying that. It was yeah. But that also comes again with expressing your needs and not doubting and speaking to yourself in a way, literally sweet talking yourself. Sweet talk. Love is a verb. It's the only card I'm gonna take. But you're putting a lot more action into yourself, into what you're choosing and not choosing. Venus energy. What did I say? They want you to be able to be seen and present, showing yourself off to yourself, loving on yourself. It's that beauty. It's that harmony. It's that rooted foundation of I'm appealing. And everything I touch is appealing, is admirable, is powerful. So yeah, taking all that in is really, really, really amazing. They really want you to be okay with this new start. You're starting something. Something new. Feels alright. Yeah. They want you to be comfortable with you. I was button on the wrong side. I want you to be comfortable with you and okay with you and in all of you and what you have created, what you can cultivate, what you can do. And take in, actually might take this and put that in your affirmations for Uranus. because they have one as well. And the affirmation is, a sudden change is coming to electrify your reality. A new beginning is on its way. And then I'll change that, of course, to something for you, which is, a sudden change is coming to electrify my reality. A new beginning is on its way. And it definitely is. And then just for it again, because we're pulling on the Aquarian energy, which is ruled by Uranus, we're just going to read the signs. Spark of genius according to your Uranus sign. Aries, individual freedom. Taurus, financial pioneering. Gemini, social rebellion. Cancer, family structure. Leo, breakthrough creativity. Virgo, health innovation. Libra, unconventional relationships. Scorpio, death and regeneration. Sagittarius, new beliefs in spiritual ideas. Capricorn, progressive societal structure. Aquarius, scientific innovation. Pisces, awakening to new spiritual thought. Okay, so I will make sure that I put that in the description below, along with the first one as well, and along with all the signs. Of course. Let's go ahead and get a grips on your emotions. See what's been going on with you emotionally. What's been going on with Aquarius and their emotions, spirit? You have me flip over your deck and pull from the bottom, but make it the top. I love that. Anything else in regards to their emotions, spirit, and what they've been feeling with this Aquarian energy, Uranus energy, just new moon energy as a whole? There we go. I like it. I like it. Keep staring at me. Stop staring at me. Okay. So we have a few range of emotions. We have some intuitive, we have some mental, we have some physical, we have one energetic and transformational flow. And it's just letting me know, just looking at these cards so far, it's giving me the star energy as well. But it's almost like when you're on the brink of something, or when you're starting something. Oh my God, when you're starting something, like that's why I put the first leap of faith. It almost feels like not your first, but it does feel like your first leap of like starting something different. And we got trusting and nervous. And these are intuitive and mental clarity emotions. I'm going to be mixing it up. And it feels like you are trusting in something bigger. You're trusting in the unknown, but it's making you nervous. Like I said, to surrender, to truly have the faith to surrender and focus on yourself only. Not worry about outside situations, how it looks, how it feels, what's going on, and truly taking a step back and focusing on yourself. Because you feel like if once you take a step back, who the fuck is going to handle all of this? How is this going to work out? How is that going to get managed? It's just like, okay. And it's kind of messing with your nervous system mentally because it's what you're seeing. Like I said, it's like it's burning my eyes of like seeing something but not seeing something. And they want you to truly see everything for how it is, including yourself. And that is going to lead to your intuitive emotions, your gut feelings, what leads you and how that pulls you into something that is very powerful, right? So for this to be tapping in, I feel like it's tapping into your physical to help with your mental. And it's almost like you're intuitively trusting and your physical is trying to do that. And that's why we also got love is a verb. But I feel like intuitively you're trying to trust and you're trying to do that physically, but your mental is somewhat a little bit nervous because you're recognizing that this is not something that you can do, that you can handle, or again, it's not what you can handle because it's not what you know at this point, especially with going back, I'm hearing reflecting, revising, reviewing. It could be just asking somebody, and it's just expressing your needs just keeps coming up. But with this mental clarity and trusting and nervous, it's like you want to trust in your body. You want to trust that everything is going to work out in that sense. And it's pulling into you. This card came out in the beginning for you, the pain, which is also that physical emotion. You could feel that pain by holding it into your body. And both of these pieces are very rigid looking, almost, you know, just a little bit rigid. But it's like with this nervousness, there's a beauty to it. There's a calmness to it. And they want you to recognize that this nervousness is just a sense of starting something new, beginning something new. Because a lot of your intuitive emotions, besides one, is really like, well, sorry, a lot of your physical emotions are, it's like off and imbalanced. Your mental is really getting you, though, is what's getting you. Because we got overwhelmed for your mental, and then intuitive is shameful. So it's like I said, when you start stepping away and not doing what you feel like you want to do and should be doing to show that you still have this love, show that you are a giving person, a caring person, you're always going to be there and present. It's like understanding, chances, all these things, it's causing you to be overwhelmed mentally. And that causes your shame to be, your intuitive, your gut feeling to be shamed when it should be leaning on that trusting energy. They don't want you to be ashamed of what you're doing to make you, your life, and your situation better for yourself. You can't be there presently living life for everybody when you're trying to live it for you. And they really want you to start living it for you. So with this overwhelm for the mental, they really want you to clear out your mind, alleviate it, release, and truly, truly let go. Because it's causing this imbalance. You have a lot of air energy, that Venus energy, that Libra energy, that Gemini energy, a lot of like, once you see one, you see the other. It's that we're here, we're centered. And they don't want you to feel shame for choosing yourself, for being with yourself and being okay with that. Talking to yourself the way that you do, holding yourself in such a high standard, a high manner, right? Because it's like as soon as you start doing this, I'm hearing like with the sorrowful, don't feel bad, but we got sorrowful and blissful. And these are your intuitive emotions. You're feeling the depth of this. And so that's why I said when you look at this sorrowful, don't feel like, oh, that's why I said you got from mostly your intuitive cards, they're pretty good. Because this blissful and sorrowful, you're starting to recognize again within your gut that I shouldn't be feeling shame, especially with this orange coming out, which can help with alleviating shame with the sacral chakra and your hips and your movement. Bless me. And allowing that to happen, it is very blissful. You're recognizing that where I'm feeling sorrowful is where the death is truly happening, where the ending is truly happening, where I'm truly getting rid of something, clearing out something, letting go of something. And where I should, or they're trying to make you feel shame, is just this overwhelming feeling of feeling like it's a lot happening or a lot going you're getting rid of. And they want you to recognize that it is working out for your good. You're just at the start of something. You're literally at the start of something. It's almost like I think it's, what is it called, like mulch or fertilizer, and it uses, or compost, thank you, and it uses like the old things, banana peels and all this stuff, and it's things that, you know, you can't typically use for anything else, but it creates such rich fertilizer. Rich fertilizer, and they want you to recognize that that's kind of what you're doing. You're emptying it out, you're creating an entire new vessel for yourself, this entire water barrier vase or thing that you're creating. My nose is itching. It's like it's hitting you right on your nose, your intuition. They want you to recognize that with the death, the ending of this, it is okay for it to fall apart. You know how they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Shit's broke, so it needs to get fixed right now. That's what's happening. Shit is broken, and you're fixing it, right? You're clearing it out. You're sweeping it up. You're letting it go. And that leads to the energetic and transformational flow and physical emotions. You, like I said, do something spontaneous, fun, be proud. You are able to start over. Be proud that you're able to have this detachment. Be proud that you're able to recognize where you do and don't want to be, say and don't want to say, like where you can actually, I'm not going to do that anymore for them. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to set that. I'm going to do this. It's like you're starting to be more willingly intentional with your time and love because you're doing it with yourself and you can do it with others, right? So taking all of this in and recognizing that they want you to have this energetic and transformational flow, which is what you're exuding, what you're operating off of to balance you out, to be proud of these things, right? Not to be pain that things are ending, but to lean a little bit more into that sorrow. Like, damn, it's kind of sad, but don't feel hurt by it. Trust that it's going to work out. Trust that it's working for you, and have some fun. That's going to help you balance it out. Do something that's going to make you feel gleeful and present, right? So I'm going to, of course, put the crystals down beneath. So no worries on that to get you that understanding, okay? But we already did your affirmations in between. Yeah, we got sensual. Look, they want you energetic and transformational flow, which is we got proud and sensual, tapping into that sacral chakra. Tapping into that sacral chakra. Alleviating the shame, the doubt, the fear, the worry, and truly being present and okay with expressing yourself on an emotional level to open up, on a spiritual level to change and to cleanse, on a physical level to develop and maneuver. It's happening in a lot more ways than one for you. Because it could all be so simple. So don't rather make it hard, okay? This has been your reading. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you resonate, how it feels, no matter where you are, what's going on, and happy new moon.